So guys, today there has been an update from Growpital to all its partners regarding its deliberations going on with SEBI via an email. If you're a partner, you must have got this email. Otherwise, let's go through this email. So the email says, we hope this message finds you well. It has been 21 days since the interim order by SEBI was passed. We wanted to provide you with a comprehensive update. All right, let's see what the update is. So the first bullet point is data and information sharing. We have shared all data and information as requested in the interim order. Okay, that is quite as well. Request for an in-person meeting. We have requested an in-person meeting with SEBI, but have not received any response thus far. Account unfreeze for business continuity. The long and short is that the accounts remain frozen, which is bad. Additional document sharing. So SEBI looks like SEBI asked for some additional documents and they have provided that. And most of the requested materials have been provided, with a few outstanding items remaining from SEBI's latest communication on the 16th. I'm sure Growpital would provide that as well, so that doesn't sound like a big problem. There's a point regarding email communication. Approximately 12 email communications have transpired between Growpital and SEBI in the last 21 days. So, well, in a way it is good because there's an active communication going on. There's a neutral tone from SEBI. Growpital says that SEBI's communication has maintained a neutral stance, primarily focused on gathering more information, and they're cooperating for the same. Growpital also says that the farm location details have been provided to SEBI, which they were obligated to anyway. Growpital also says that there has been a material impact on the farm workers. Around 4,000 individuals have been directly affected, and 33 out of the 34 farm projects have been severely impacted due to lack of funds because the accounts are frozen, resulting in loss of crop yield and increased agitation of our farm workers. That's very, very worrisome. And regarding the salary disbursement, none of the central team members have received their salaries due to the freezing of the accounts. And then the mail concludes with a message to the partners. So let's focus on these bullet points. And what I'm going to do right now is focus on some of the items which stand out. And I feel that the first item which stands out is the request for in-person meeting. I think this is a very significant step if it materializes, because I feel that, when Growpital is able to explain their points in person, SEBI's officers hopefully would realize that they are not just dealing with papers and laws, but they're actual, human beings who are actually running this business and are getting affected along with all their partners. So I feel that if Growpital is able to get an in-person meeting with the SEBI's investigating officers, that would be a very good step. So I would encourage Growpital to keep on pursuing this request for the in-person meeting. Then the other thing which stands out is the neutral tone from SEBI. I feel that this is remarkable because it looks like the investigating agency, in this case SEBI, is not really out to, is not striking heavily or not coming down heavily just yet on Growpital, apart from the fact that it has frozen its accounts and so on. But neutral tone means that there is a chance that, SEBI might investigate it fairly, and Growpital might get a chance to represent itself fairly, and we might have some hope, because it looks like the tone is not striking at the moment. And therefore there is some hope for us. Then the impact on farm workers have been severe. There's already an increased agitation by our farm workers. That's what they say. What's the environment at the moment. Plus, then they're not getting the salaries. It's a big, big problem. And this clearly means that 33 out of 34 farms projects have been severely impacted. That means clearly the returns will be impacted, not only delayed, but probably be dented as well, clearly. So while the investigation is on, the situation is we are still in dire straits, and I feel that Growpital is Almost, we can create an analogy that, let's say if you're driving a car and you're driving it without license and you hit a tree and get injured, you're taken to the hospital, and instead of getting treatment, you are getting arrested uh, because you are driving without a license. That's exactly the case with Growpital. Uh, Growpital is currently in the need of treatment. Uh, on the other hand, at the moment their accounts are frozen and they're gasping for breath. I sincerely hope that SEBI is providing some relief to Growpital for the continuity of its operations and realizes that in its efforts to protect the customers through this action which they have taken, uh, they are they're not severely damaging the interests, on the contrary, for the investors. I hope that they take a calibrated look at the whole situation while still maintaining an action against Growpital so that they can mend their ways legally. But on the other hand, giving enough chance to Growpital so that they can continue their operations and are able to serve their existing investors and partners so that there could be a graceful exit for those guys. Let's see how the situation unfolds over the course of next few weeks. I'll keep you updated as and when the situation unfolds, or if there is any update from SEBI or from Growpital. For the moment, we will just sit tight and watch the situation unfold itself. In fact, I realized that even the Tap Invest, or which was earlier called the Leaf Round, the investors over there who through Tap Invest or Leaf Round had invested into Growpital have not got their returns from Growpital for evident reasons because Growpital accounts are frozen. So there we are. Um, Tough days for partners of Growpital, but hopefully we'll come out of this together with help from SEBI. Thanks and bye for now.